All day long, we stare at screens. Our phones, our computers, our tablets. But are we really looking at each other? You wake up in the morning. First thing you do is reach for your phone. Stories on Instagram, messages on WhatsApp, notifications on LinkedIn. All day long, you interact with hundreds of people. But none of it is real. None of it is a touch. None of it is a breath. What if I told you that one day screens will disappear, and you'll connect with people as if you were standing side by side? No, this is not science fiction. This is the metaverse, the age of digital loneliness. Are you tired of ordinary digital interactions? Messages, emojis, likes, they're all there, but the real connection is missing. A 2019 study revealed a startling fact. People checked their phones about 2,000 times a day, once every 12 minutes. Despite being so connected, loneliness was at an all-time high. Isn't that a paradox? Never have we communicated with so many, yet never have we felt so alone. I felt that way too. Until last month, when I had my first truly immersive metaverse experience, I joined a Japanese friend's birthday party. She lives in Tokyo, I'm in Istanbul. Normally, this story would end with a Zoom call or a happy birthday text. But that day, it was different. That day, we were in the same room. When I put on my VR headset, I found myself on a rooftop in Tokyo. The city lights were twinkling in the distance. My friend was standing across from me digitally, of course, but so real that we laughed, we danced. We even sang along to the same music. When I raised my hand, she saw it. When I nodded, she noticed the expression. I was literally there, but I wasn't. In that moment, I realized this wasn't just technology. This was the beginning of one of humanity's greatest transformations. And that's exactly what we're exploring in this video. What is the metaverse? Words become reality. The metaverse is not just a game or a headset. The word first appeared in Neil Stephenson's 1992 sci-fi novel Snow Crash. It was a thought experiment, an imagined universe where people live in digital identities. But today, that fiction is becoming reality. So what exactly is the metaverse? Put simply, it's the 3D version of the internet. And that's just the beginning. The metaverse merges virtual reality, VR, augmented reality, AR, artificial intelligence, blockchain, the 3D web, and more. Think about it. Right now, we use the internet like a window. We look at the screen, we click, we scroll. But in the metaverse, we step inside the internet. We live it. The goal? To create a digital space where people can be together beyond physical boundaries. From today to tomorrow, how connection evolves. Today, we message or do video calls to talk to someone. But nothing compares to sitting next to someone. Even video calls are us facing screens, not each other. Voice delays. Connection drops. Can you hear me? Is part of our everyday conversation. But most of all, our physical presence is missing. Being near someone means more than just seeing them. It's feeling their energy, breathing the same air, being able to touch their shoulder. The metaverse promises to fill that void. How? With haptic tech, you can feel when you touch something. Virtual things become tangible. Through spatial audio, you hear directions. Someone's voice from your right actually sounds like it's coming from your right. With eye tracking, you experience eye contact, no more looking at the screen. It feels like they're looking at you. And full body tracking? It mirrors your body language. Raise your arms, and so does your avatar. A world without borders. The results? A professor in San Francisco can teach a class in India. A Turkish engineer can sit at the same virtual table with a Brazilian colleague. And you can take a walk on Mars with a friend virtually, of course. These aren't pipe dreams. They're happening today. On Microsoft Mesh, engineers from across the globe collaborate in virtual labs. They see each other as holograms, manipulating the same 3D models. In Meta's, formerly Facebook, Horizon Worlds, people host virtual concerts, open art galleries, even get married. On VR chat, millions meet every day. Some are lifelong friends, others brand new acquaintances. But all are making real connections. Friendships. Now no borders. Cultural and entertainment revolution. Remember the Fortnite concerts? Travis Scott's concert gathered 12.3 million. Simultaneous viewers, a physical impossibility. But it wasn't just a concert. People danced together, sang together, interacted together. Some brought friends, some made new ones. Ariana Grande's concert topped 78 million. Most stadiums hold 100,000 in the Metaverse. There are no limits. It goes beyond music, plays, film screenings, art exhibitions. Netflix is planning virtual movie theaters watch with friends from your own homes. Disney is building virtual theme parks. Snap selfies with a digital Mickey Mouse. Revolution in education. Education may be the most transformed sector. A history lesson isn't confined to the classroom. You explore gladiator battles at the Colosseum. Discover pharaohs' tombs inside the pyramids. Physics labs have no limits. Do as many experiments as you like, no spill risks, no safety concerns. Medical students perform surgeries on virtual cadavers. Mistakes are no problem, they learn by doing. Stanford has already created a virtual campus. Students from everywhere study together. Games, social platforms, digital cities. Here we don't just communicate with eyes, we use body language, gestures, facial expressions. More than emojis, it's us. The new face of business. Businesses are adapting fast. Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, they're all building digital offices. Pandemic taught us remote work, but Zoom fatigue, distractions, connection issues. In Metaverse offices, you walk through virtual hallways. Chat with colleagues by the coffee machine. Write on virtual whiteboards. Make presentations. BMW builds virtual factories testing models before actual production. Nike opened a virtual shoe store. Try sneakers virtually. Virtual conferences, showrooms, experience centers, they're now a reality. A customer can test drive a car from their living room. SEO can bring teams from 3 continents to the same digital table. Accenture onboarded 150,000 employees in the Metaverse training and orientation and virtual offices. Work isn't just physical anymore. And this new world births a more creative economy. A new economy, NFTs and digital assets. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Metaverse is its economy. Digital assets now hold real value. You can buy virtual land, design virtual clothes, create digital artworks. In Decentraland, plots of virtual land sell for millions. In the Sandbox, brands open virtual stores. In Axie Infinity, people raise digital creatures and sell them to earn a living, especially in the Philippines, where thousands do so. On Roblox, kids create games and make money. A 13-year-old kid earned millions. This is not just a game. It's an economic model. Challenges and concerns. But like any revolution, it raises questions. Privacy and security. Is our data safe? Everything how we look, speak, feel is transferred digitally. In the Metaverse, every move, eye blink, tone, heartbeat is tracked. What if bad actors access that? They could steal identities with deepfakes or manipulate you based on behavior. What safeguards exist? Meta, formerly Facebook, has had data scandals before Cambridge Analytica. What will happen in the Metaverse? Accessibility divide. Is access universal? Expensive hardware, fast connectivity. A high-end VR headset, $250 to $500. Powerful PC, 1000美元到2000. High-speed internet, $20 to $50 per month. Who gets left out? Will a digital divide deepen? Health concerns. VR can strain the eyes. Extended use causes headaches. Motion sickness is common. What about children? Their brains are still developing. Could VR affect them? Psychological effects. Most importantly, does Metaverse change our reality? In Japan, hikikomori, social withdrawal, is a known issue. People living isolated online. Will Metaverse make this worse? Do we act differently in real life after adopting powerful virtual identities? Addiction risk. Is the Metaverse an escape or a new life? South Korea already faces internet addiction issues. Children play for days, neglecting real life. Metaverse is more immersive, potentially more addictive. Positive potentials. But it's not all challenges. With responsible use, the Metaverse can be a tool for humanity for loneliness, therapy and education equity, loneliness and social isolation. During COVID-19, isolation soared, depression followed. Metaverse could bridge that. Even while apart, people can be together again. For the elderly, especially a virtual window to the world when they can't leave home. Therapy and rehabilitation. VR therapy is already in use. For phobias, virtual safe exposure builds fear resilience. PTSD treatment uses controlled reliving of trauma. Autistic children use VR to practice social skills. Educational equity. Everyone can access the best teachers. Do experiments in top labs. Visit the greatest libraries. For disabled students, 2 blind students can have visual data experiences. Deaf students can communicate through sign language avatars. Creativity and innovation. In the Metaverse, physics is optional. Architects design impossible buildings. Artists create limitless 3D art. Musicians compose immersive audio experiences. But if left unchecked, there's risk of addiction, alienation, and losing grip on reality. Looking ahead, where are we going? So the issue isn't technology. It's how we use it. Technology is neutral. Good or bad comes from its users. Fire was used to cook and to wage war. The internet to share knowledge or commit cybercrime. The Metaverse will be no different. Technical developments, next 5 to 10 years. Thinner VR headsets, glasses-like form. Lifelike avatars, flawless facial expressions. Ultra-fast networks, 6G zeroing latency. Brain-computer interfaces control with thought. Social shifts. Remote work becomes the norm. Education systems transform. Social relationships redefined. Expanded identities. Legal regulations. Stronger data protection laws. Rights around virtual property. Digital ID systems. Metaverse taxation. Personal preparation. What can you do? The Metaverse can be an incredible connection tool. Used wisely, it removes borders, brings hearts closer, frees ideas. So how can you prepare? Tech literacy. Learn VR AR tech. Understand blockchain and NFTs. Master digital security basics. Digital ethics. Know how to behave online. Respect others' rights. Balance real and virtual. Critical thinking. Don't accept new tech blindly. Weigh pros and cons. Consider alternatives. Healthy use. Set time limits. Don't neglect physical activity. Maintain real-world relationships. Practice digital detox. Conclusion, a new chapter of human adventure. But this isn't just tech. It's human. Humans have always sought connection. We drew in caves, shared stories. We invented writing, then the phone, then the internet. Now we're building the Metaverse, sharing presence. Change is never easy. The printing press shook swords. Photography disrupted painting. TV changed radio. The internet upended newspapers. But humanity adapted. Because it adapts. It explores. It breaks boundaries. And perhaps most importantly, We choose whether we stay true to humanity even in digital spaces. Metaverse is a tool. What we do with it is up to us. Destruction or creation? Escape or discovery? Alienation or union? Answers will emerge in the years to come. What we've covered today is just the beginning. The metaverse is still crawling, but its potential is boundless. Like every revolution, terrifying and thrilling. Scary because of uncertainty. Exciting because of infinite possibility. History shows technological revolutions are unstoppable. The question is, will you surf the wave or be crushed by it? So are you ready to step into the metaverse? What kind of mark will you leave in this new world? Which values will you stand for? What kind of future will you build? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your fears, your excitement, your questions, because this future is one we'll build together. And remember, the future is already here, just one connection away. But most importantly, let's not lose our humanity in forging that connection. Because no matter how advanced tech becomes, what still matters is the human heart. And hearts beat the same no matter the world. In the language of love, in the language of hope, in the language of connection.